Hello, this is my series about making a VTube model from start to finish that includes design, art, rigging, and setup in VTube Studio. Nothing in any of these videos are intended to be advice, they're just my thoughts as I work through making a model. So, unlike a lot of the other models that I've made, this design is going to end up actually having a baseline. So, I'm working with my friend Kanishi's model that I also designed. So, the first thing I always start with when I'm working on a design is the hair. I think that the hair carries a lot of the personality and carries a lot of the design, because the thing you're looking at the most in a VTuber model is the face. When it came to the hair, the main thing I wanted to keep in this design was the overall shape and the feel. I wanted to keep it very spiky, but I also wanted to make it loose and flowy. So just a little aside here, Kanishi actually did some research, and crabs can become hermaphroditic if they have barnacles or parasites on them, so I thought that was pretty neat, so I added barnacles as hair clips, because, you know, the little things matter designs. I'm going to be honest here, I just genuinely thought that the hair needed a hair bow, so instead of adding just a generic bow, I added one that looked like kelp to suit the design a little bit better. So since we're going with a classic sea theme, you just know I had to have a seashell bra. It's just mandatory. So when I'm designing the outfits, the thing I think about the most is actually the material of the fabric that I'm working with, even though I'm not actually sewing anything. So I knew that I wanted something light and flowy, so I wanted to make sure that the fabric was going to be transparent, so probably a tulle. For the skirt, I really wanted to have like little jellyfish tendrils coming down with tulle, but it ended up not working out the way I wanted, so I changed it to little pearls and jewelry. I think that's a little more interesting, maybe, and probably less overdone.
What the dog doing?
Here you could see me change the top. It's mostly because I was concerned for Twitch safety, mostly. I was kind of nervous that they were going to ban it because it would show too much cleavage, but I'm not really sure. I started with like a what is it, like a one strap halter top kind of thing, but then I realized that the arms were a little bare and I really couldn't think of any accessories, so instead I decided to go with a mesh top with sleeves that would come over a bikini so that way it feels more summery and more beachy. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm not great at drawing feet. I don't like drawing feet. I don't like drawing shoes. So, this is the best I could do. The boots were looking a little plain, but I didn't want to overclutter the design, so I thought about a pair of boots that I own, which have like little laces in them to tighten them at the top of the thigh to hold them a little bit better. So I added that bit of like thicker string, like think like a leathery type strap, and I also added a little pearl bead as an accessory. And that's the final design. If you have any questions for my thought process, just ask it in the comments below. Thank you for watching!